Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're so thrilled to have you with us to hear more about our CancerFree KIDS 100-mile challenge. My name is Jill Brink. I'm the executive director here at CancerFree KIDS, and we're just so glad that you are with us. This campaign is coming up into its 5th year. It was born out of COVID and has just continued to grow and engage our community in our mission. And we're so glad that you are here to help us bring awareness and funds to helping kids with cancer today. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Christina Bold, our Vice President of Development, and she's going to take you through and introduce you to our team.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for spending time with us today. Behind this incredible campaign that Jill spoke about is a passionate group of people dedicated to helping your team succeed. We're here with you throughout the entire challenge, from registration to your final mile. So Harry and Anna are on our marketing team. Heather and I are in development. Lisa, operations. Drew, new to our Columbus market. And Eliana is our intern this summer. We're fortunate also to have an outstanding leadership team, a group of business leaders and community advocates who are helping us grow this challenge into a movement. Their insight, support, and belief in our mission help take this event to the next level. You may recognize names or companies on the screen. Next, we'd like to turn it to Eliana Borner. She's been involved with CancerFree KIDS since 2020. She began her involvement with Night for the Fight, and now is our intern here in memory of her brother, Jonathan. She's also our top fundraiser at Night for the Fight, raising over $50,000. So, Eliana, you.
CancerFree KIDS was founded by Ellen and Sam Flannery after her baby daughter was diagnosed with cancer in both of her eyes. Determined to make a difference for families fighting childhood cancer, Ellen and Sam met with renowned physicians and scientists and discovered that funding early-stage childhood cancer research is the key to meaningful progress for childhood cancer. However, even though cancer is the #1 cause of death by disease in children, less than 8% of federal dollars for cancer research goes to pediatrics. The severe lack of funding for research has led to staggering consequences. Only 63 drugs have been approved to treat childhood cancers. 40% of childhood cancer survivors struggle with chronic health conditions caused by their treatments. And 1 in 5 children diagnosed with cancer do not survive. At CancerFree KIDS, we are committed to changing these statistics. We provide essential funding for early stage research so that every kid has a chance to grow up. With that, I'll pass it over to Jill.
Thanks, Eliana. So for those who don't know CancerFree KIDS well, Eliana really spoke about our why, and our how is that we help new ideas get off the ground. When we were founded, the leaders from Cincinnati Children said that this is really where funds are needed most. It's where dollars are incredibly difficult to get. And so since then, we have been funding new ideas to the amount of almost $11 million to date. You can see from the slide, those dollars have allowed proof of concept data to be developed to go on to secure additional funding, and we've reached over $114 million in that subsequent funding, 57 patents, 21 clinical trials, all with results coming back to roots from investments from CancerFree KIDS and people like yourself stepping up to make a difference. So thank you again for being with us today. We're incredibly excited to have someone who knows this journey all too well, but we're so grateful to have Liz Schaller and on her and her family complete the 100-mile challenge in honor of their sweet girl, Lily, who has just completed her treatment. And we're excited to share a little bit about their journey. Hi, guys. And hear about how they participate in the 100-mile challenge.
Hello, yes, thank you so much for having us. I'm Liz, and this is Lily. We are so very honored to be with you all today to share a story and the impact of CancerFree KIDS. So Lily was diagnosed in April of 2023 just after she turned 3 years old. So after that initial diagnosis, we spent about a month at Cincinnati Children's Hospital, inpatient, doing some intensive treatments. And it affected her body so much that it got to the point that she really struggled even to walk, and we had physical therapy services put in place. But to add to some of that excitement, during that time, her baby sister was born. So we got to spend time in 2 hospitals, but luckily Lila was able to come back with Lily. And when she finished that induction phase of treatment, we had wonderful news that no leukemia blasts were detected in her system, and we were able to go home. So since then, she's been doing outpatient treatment to keep the cancer out of her body. She entered a maintenance phase of treatment in November of 2023, which allowed her to be more social, to go to school, to do dance, things that she loves to do. And then, yes, on June 8th of this past year, she officially finished treatment and is officially cancer-free. We are going back once a month for an antifungal medication, but come November, she'll be done and we'll get that poured out. So we first heard about CancerFree KIDS during that inpatient stay, and we're really shocked about the minimal funding for pediatric cancer research, and we knew we wanted to take part in changing that story. So we participated in our first 100-mile challenge in September of 23. Lily was still in some intense treatment, so she couldn't participate as much as she wanted, didn't have as much strength and energy, but she was able to ride in the stroller and cheer us on. Then last year, she's able to run and walk and get on the balance bike. And this year, she's really excited to finish learning how to ride her bicycle and complete the challenge with her brother. And we just can't say how much about this challenge is amazing just for pediatric cancer, but also for the health of everybody else. It gets us out as a family. It's something we love to do, and we can't wait to continue to do it for years to come.
Thanks so much, Liz. Thank you, Lily. All right, well, with that, we'll turn it over to Heather Willis, our development director who leads this campaign for us. And Heather's going to take you into more about the challenge and what it is and how to complete it.
Thanks, Jill. The 100-Mile Challenge is a virtual month-long campaign held in September for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Here's how it works. So you'll sign up and engage. Participants register for $25, which includes a t-shirt, personal fundraising page, and month-long engagement opportunities. You'll complete 100 miles of any activity. We do have a 50-mile option for those that may not have time or the ability to do the 100 miles. So that's available to you when you register if you're looking for that. So walking, running, swimming, dancing, pickleball, or any combo. We have a conversion chart for non-mile based activities as well. So like weightlifting is a good example, gardening. Each participant sets a $100 fundraising goal to support pediatric cancer research. It's simple, flexible, impactful. And I will pass it on to Jill to talk more about our research grants.
Yeah, so one of the things that I think is very cool and special about this campaign is that we turn around and give grants out on behalf to our winning teams. So to date, we have, as I mentioned before, almost $11 million invested in 240 research projects, and 100-Mile Challenge over these past few years has really been helping us fuel increasing that investment year over year. So they go on to fund additional new trials and publications, as I mentioned before, but how the research is also named in honor of your team, should you be the winner, and it goes directly to a researcher who you'll have an opportunity to meet at the end of the day. I know many of our researchers offer to come in and do laboratory tours. Eliana, who you met earlier, with her fundraising, she has helped fund many grants and has a wonderful relationship with the researchers that they have helped fund in her brother Jonathan's honor. So I think that's a little bit unique and special about this campaign, is you get to really see exactly where those dollars go. And these grants are going to some of the most challenging pediatric cancers that exist and some of the newest and innovative ideas that are out there. So again, could not do this work without without you all and the people who bring this to life and help us raise the funds to fuel the mission. So with that, I will turn it back over to Heather.
Cheers, amazing community teams. Team members showed up in creative, fun, and meaningful ways, from local walks to yoga events to ballroom dancing. We love seeing how every team brings their own style and energy to the challenge. We can't wait to see your team in next year's slideshow. I'd like to introduce to you one of our team captains, Jeannie Dwyer. Jeannie was one of our most engaged participants from the 100-mile challenge.
Hi, everyone. So I got involved with the 100-mile challenge in the very first year. I was in my own battle with breast cancer and was finally able to see people again as long as I was outside. And so I challenged my friends and family to go and do stuff with me, whether that was a phone call while I was walking with a friend in Boston, or kayaking, or dragon boat racing, or bicycling, whatever it was. That's what I would get people to join me with. And I would challenge them, as the more people that joined me, the more money I would donate back to CancerFree KIDS. That was the way I kind of beefed up my money. I did water aerobics, all sorts of different things. So it was a really fun way to engage other people and get back into the social scene for me. I'm looking forward to this year.
Thanks, Jeannie. Let's talk about how local businesses can become fundraising partners for your team. Not only do these partnerships raise money, but they also build awareness in the community and invite others to be part of something meaningful. Here's a few simple, creative ways to get them involved. Donation-based classes are a great idea. If you know a yoga teacher, Pilates instructor, Zumba leader, or even a local chef who could host a healthy eating class in combination with a walk, or a mixologist, ask them to host a special class or demonstration where all the proceeds support your team. These can be in person or they can be virtual. It's a great way to engage your network and offer something that's fun and valuable in return for a donation. Raffle baskets or silent auctions. Reach out to local businesses for donated items. So think gift cards, products, services, or experiences. You can create a themed raffle basket or silent auction. You can promote that through social media or even at a team event. People love a chance to win something while supporting a good cause. Dine to donate nights. These are also extremely popular. So you can team up with a local restaurant, bar, or cafe to host a dine and donate event. On a designated day or evening, the business agrees to donate a percentage of their sales to your team's fundraising page. All you have to do is promote the event. Say you want to invite your friends, your family, your coworkers, or neighbors to stop by for a meal or a drink, or maybe even a walk afterwards. You can take it a step further by running a roll-up campaign or a roundup campaign throughout September for a week or a weekend or the whole month. Here's how it works. Partner with a business that uses an electric point of sale system. Customers are given the option to round up their purchase to the nearest dollar with spare change donated to your team. And then you provide simple signage at the register so patrons know their small change is making a big impact in the fight against childhood cancer. If this is something that you or your small business is interested in, just contact one of us and we're happy to provide anything that you need to help with this. These partnerships are low effort, high impact, and they offer businesses a chance to show their community spirit while helping your team reach the fundraising goals. So some of the best businesses to ask would be coffee shops, hair and nail salons, ice cream parlors or bakeries, fitness studios like yoga, Pilates, Orange Theory, bookstores, pet shops or local boutiques, and then local breweries. Some of the local breweries will even host a donation-based fitness class for you. So think like yoga. So definitely something to consider. Remember that most small businesses are looking for ways to give back to their community. We are happy to create a flyer for you to share. I'm going to pass it on to Drew to talk more about how to get your team involved.
Thanks so much, Heather. So yeah, let's talk about how we can grow your team and the momentum around it. You can use our social graphics. We'll give you great visuals to post on social media. You just add your team link and invite people to join. And you include your team links in your emails and your texts and your posts, all your different communications to spread the word. Also, ask your team members to invite at least one friend, family member, or coworker to join the challenge. It's great to have somebody to be able to push you and conquer the challenge, and it's just more fun when we do it together. So also, you will host a kickoff event. That can be a walk, a picnic, class, anything that you think is going to help get everybody excited moving into September and complete the challenge. So I'm going to hand it off to Christina to talk more about our 2025 sponsors.
Thanks, Drew. We'd like to recognize and thank our 2025 sponsors, from our presenting sponsor to our official media sponsor, and the many incredible companies that believe in our mission. Their support helps us grow, reach more teams, and fund even more research. If you know a business that might want to sponsor, we'd love to connect. We'd also like to recognize all of the companies that are involved, all the committed companies that are involved with us. I think that's on the next slide. No? Okay, so we're going to have there we are. So these are all the companies that are involved with us currently. There are more that will be added to this, but we just wanted to share those for now. We're also having a kickoff in Cincinnati and Columbus. You are receiving communication about this. The Cincinnati, calling it our launch party, is at Paycor Stadium on August 14th. That's from 4 to 7. On the field, there's opportunities to have meets and greets with some special guests and community partners. And this event is open to registered participants only. And then Columbus will be on August 21st at the Understory. More details to come on that. But we're super excited to have an actual kickoff for everyone. So those dates will be exciting. So how to get started? Recruit your team, friends, family, coworkers, neighbors, gym buddies. Register your team. You can scan this QR code or email us and we'll get it all set. And plan your campaign. Think of a theme, set your goals, or match out an engagement plan. We truly find the easiest way to have the broadest reach to share our mission is to register and share your link. Excuse me. Share that link via email. Like Drew mentioned, you can put it in your email signature, or you truly can just forward it to people who may have an interest. And you can reach out to myself or Heather at any time for any help with that. So let's make this the biggest year yet. I know we are only in the 4th year for this campaign, and it just keeps growing and growing, and we're excited to be a part of this with each of you.
Quick clarification on our kickoff party at the Bengal Stadium. So for our registered participants, you will get an entry and with another adult, and children are free. So we wanted to make sure that you were aware that you could, while it is for a registered participant, we wanted to make sure it was something that you could include your family in as well. And speaking of families, I know for me, we had a big group chat with with my whole family for everybody across the country. And that was how we would engage our miles throughout the month. My in-laws got their miles in through gardening, and my sister-in-law, I think, did house painting, and pretty much any conversion you can Google, you can find a mile equivalent for. So lots of different ways to get involved. I know another friend of ours he was like a professional cyclist. So they made it that the only way the miles would count is if they did the miles together as a family. So just some other ideas that, get creative and make this fun, make it an opportunity to connect with your family, friends, coworkers, just a easy point of connection for a great cause. And again, thank you so much for your time today and your interest. And we really hope to see you this September.